Hello, this is Rainbow Rising Freedom. Welcome to my channel. These are channeled messages for Gemini for whenever this message finds you, even though I'm recording it in July 2023 when there's multiple portals, especially free, powerful portals, where I feel we get to choose between different realities, okay? So I feel that collectively we get to choose between two realities. So you might be called to decide between two locations where you want to live, or two different leaps of faith. So it's like deciding between not knowing and another not knowing. Because I feel like this is like new moon in Cancer. Today, 19th of July, we are called to start anew. I feel this is a brand new beginning, fresh start, which is great news, and we're leaving behind all the heavy karmic baggage. I feel berry, the opulence of berries, so you will be getting offers, you will be getting accepted for a job, for a project, for whatever you're trying to get. And there's this bridge of softness specifically for Gemini here. I feel like you're trying to become the desired version of yourself, Gemini, that is much softer, that is much gentle, that is attentive, and I hear more predictable. Maybe you used to be very spontaneous, very there's so much noise in the background that I find it difficult to focus, so maybe you were distracted from deep inside. You knew has always been your priority. These priorities have not changed, Gemini, but you were distracted, okay? Maybe by being popular, maybe by being pulled in different directions by people who admire you, want to be around you. So that will change. You will gain that clarity. You will decide to have clarity, Gemini. Also, you will be working on like being more stable and more grounded and not like moving around that much. I feel that will really benefit you in many ways. And I feel like you're growing into being a protector, okay? You want to be perceived as someone responsible and protective. These are the values that you respect, that you consider precious, and you want to represent these values. You want to develop them within yourself, okay? So all the noise of the world and all these offers will not be clouding your vision as much as they have, because they've always been tempting. And I think you have been diverted many times, okay? So you are basically crossing that bridge from your one self to another, the version that you are becoming, that you are creating right now, Gemini. I think like you are a very spontaneous giver, so you want to be able to provide for others. That brings you satisfaction. And I feel like you've also been many times treated like a bank. So like because of that ability of yours to provide has been used and abused many times, and I think like you will be keeping it under check now. You will be really cautious about letting the right people near yourself. I feel like you might join a club, or you might be part of the club where really you need to make decisions together. So you always have to like consult other people in regards to your next moves. You're part of the team, part of the club again, okay? I feel like you might be genuinely getting more rooted into that group, into that togetherness, that community that you used to kind of like resist. Like a part of you wanted to belong, but the other part wanted to be free. So I feel like you will find more, you will find these aspects integrated. So you will know how to manage that beautiful trait of yours, that longing for freedom. You will know when to push that button, but you will also know when to really surrender and allow other people to lead you. That's what I think it's all about. Like, you used to be very like independent and really not consulting your ideas. I think you will be more open and trusting now, Gemini, to accept and hear opinions of others and actually ask their advice, okay? So something about your ego and also the protective shield that you used to carry around yourself will diminish, dissolve here. And this will also soften your relationships, I feel. So this is like a transformation. You know, Gemini is divine masculine, and I feel like divine masculine is really transforming here, like purging all that toxicity. And these are like debris of that toxicity that still need purging, but majority of divine masculines, it's like 70-80% at some point is already purged, and now you're just like realizing, oh, I still need to just really clear this and that. There's purple color and the message of cleaning, cleansing. So you are on purpose consciously now getting rid of aspects. You're not getting rid of aspects of yourself. You're healing them by transforming them and bringing them to light, okay? Because all aspects of yourself, they integrate when you actually look at them, you compassionately embrace them. So you're not denying anything, you're turning all your traits in your favor, and you get rid of the toxic aspect of it. I feel like you really want to build with something, you want to leave your legacy, Gemini, and that legacy is like for your children or for next generations to come, and you really want to ground something material into this world. Even for some of you, you might want to just like help to save, fix the planet, you know, you might want to just do some charity work that expands beyond what you need and your family need. You just want to help the planet. I feel you grow into appreciating little pleasures in life, Gemini, little aspects. There's that beautiful book, the title is The God of Small Things by Arundhati Roy. And even if you only know the title, it's just so beautiful, because not every one of us wants and needs to live a big life. Sometimes grace, love, connection with ourselves and with God is in this talent, this ability to connect with very tiny things, very tiny joys, very tiny sparkles of God everywhere, okay? In the eyes of a homeless person, in helping that little animal, in just appreciating growing food or whatever. And it can actually become bigger than anything that we ever wanted. So we might also evaluate our desires, okay? That's for the collective. Learning from children, I have for Gemini, like you really, I feel like many of you might really absolutely adore being around children, and you might find them the wisest, the most intelligent people on the planet, because they are not corrupt by the expectation, by the program of the matrix, right? So you might want to actually open up with children more than with anybody else. You might find yourself really correcting your perspective, correcting your behaviors, correcting your softness. So you really learn from children. You so very much benefit from them, and you also want to protect them. You are really developing that trust, that bond with kids. I think it's not only about your biological children, it's mostly about you developing, growing that connection with life through being able to connect with children of this world, no matter what nationality. You might want to travel to help them also. Not seeing it as a sacrifice, but as the greatest blessing. I feel like you might have, for some of you Geminis, been lost in the material world that became really toxic and eating on your soul, on your body, on your health. And I think you want something different. And again, I'm seeing that bridge of softness. What's that thing called? CANDY-FLOSS? The CANDY-FLOSS bridge. There's something incredibly soft that you want to connect with. Or maybe there's someone who now you see that's so incredibly precious. The softness, the innocence of that person is something that you want never to lose. I hear you want to always keep by your side, but not in a controlling way. You just want to belong to that. Wow, you want to belong to that person. You want to belong to that CANDY-FLOSS, that selfless person that you crossed paths with, and you never want to lose touch, lose perspective, lose the learning, I hear, that you got from that person. So yeah, it's raining now, so definitely we've got the secrets here. Okay, so you could have been really like consumed by the secrets that you had to keep away from the closest people in your life, people that you love the most. Like part of your life was completely inaccessible for these people out of protection, out of something, and that was like eating away on your soul, on the quality of your being. And now I think you want to finish being that old person, Gemini. You want to heal. You want to have clarity in your life. You don't want any more secrets. You don't want any more hardness, lies. You just want to live that pure life. You're really within this lifetime kind of, I feel like you're transforming, transcending, you're bridging like yin and yang within yourself, and you know what you don't want to be, what you no longer want to perform in your life. I feel like you were performing. Yeah, you were performing. So you had the task assigned and you had to step into that role, and initially it felt exciting, it felt fun maybe when you were younger, and now you feel, no, this is a dissonance within myself. I'm lying to myself by playing that role. This is over, this project is over. My permission to play that role is over. You don't want to play any more roles. You just want to be you. You want to be transparent. We have 1313 on the clock. So this is a total transformation of your being, of your identity, of yourself, and you have the right, I feel you say to yourself, I have the right to a clean slate, to a fresh start. And it's happening now for you, Gemini, and I'm really proud of you. You are taking that chance. You are leaving a lot of stuff behind, a lot of things behind, but it's worth it. Your past few years could have felt like you were on a carousel, that you were spinning and doing something pointlessly, and your perspective shifted with your age. Initially it was very exciting, and over time you realized the pointlessness of it and how it was actually beginning to destroy you. So you've matured so much, you've traveled so much, and there's that CANDY-FLOSS that you really need to be wrapped around your heart. And that's the only void that you want to fill right now. Take care now, Gemini.